Hello, my name is Elmira Strange and I'm psychologist, online tutor and a founder of Therapeutic Coaching Academy, where you can learn how to establish your successful online business as a coach or an online therapist. So over the last several years, I've been working as an online tutor. I have been teaching courses that are related to psychology, psychotherapy, counseling and coaching. And over the last several years, I've taught around 80,000 students through online schools such as Udemy and others. So many of my students, and I know a lot of them who are watching my YouTube channel, and I want to say thank you very much for learning with me online, and I'm really happy to have you here. So now we can talk about something that we're actually discussing with my students. One of the topics that come up quite frequently is about who your target audience is, who is your client, who you want to work with. So many of you would love to work as therapists or coaches. Some of you working online, some of you working offline. And the main thing is, many of you feel that this is your life path, this is your life purpose, is to actually help and support others through your work. And your work is often based on something that you went through, something that you've experienced, whether it's a grief and bereavement, or relationship issues, or weight loss, or anything like that. A lot of you are choosing to work with something that you have personal experience with, and this is great. You are on the right path when you're doing that because you have quite a lot of knowledge, because you've been studying this subject. Say, for example, weight loss coaching. If you've been through of losing so many pounds or so many kilograms in 1 year or whatever, 3 years, you've been learning how to do it. You've been practicing so many diets and exercise and your lifestyle and the way you think, and you had to shift your mindset. So now you're actually ready to coach people who are in the same boat because you've achieved results, and you would love that other people could follow your example and also achieve outstanding results. And you know you can help them, which is awesome. But we come to the point where we need to really think about who we actually helping. We can help anyone, and this is what we all want to think. We can help anyone of any age, of any background, of any issues and any problems, right? But the reality is, if you think about from the perspective of building your successful business, then you need to know who you're actually working with and who is your client. And who's your ideal client? An ideal client, it doesn't mean that they're the perfect client. It means it's an ideal representation of those clients you are working with and would like to work with in the next 5 or even 10 years. How do we do that? And why do we do that? So, in order to find your ideal client, what you need to do, you need to actually, a lot of my exercise require pen and paper, and I love to do that too. I would show you, actually, I've got a whole big pad of different notes and everything because I do it myself, because it works. So take pen and paper and write down my ideal client. Then you can draw a little person, or you can find a photograph from a magazine or from a website and put it there. This is who you're working with. Think about who you want to work with. Again, let's take weight loss coaching. You think about who you want to work with. Are they females, males, or both? What are the age group? What would be comfortable for you to work with? Would it be teenagers? Would it be older adults? Or would it be somewhere in the middle age people? So identify that age range that you're working with. Think about their background, where they're probably working. Are they working full-time, or they are staying-at-home moms, or they are online entrepreneurs? Because every one of them might have a different mindset, how they look at weight loss and what issues they deal with and what daily challenges they have to deal with. Somebody who has family and kids might have completely different issues from another person who don't have kids and who works as an online entrepreneur. But both of them want to achieve the same results, but might have very different mindset, which you need to address. Next, think about what your ideal client likes and dislikes, what their issues are, what problems they have to deal with on a daily basis, all related to the thing that they're trying to solve. What are their pain points? What they're struggling with? What they tried in the past? So of course a lot of it would be made up. Some of it would be based on what you went through personally, and that's okay, because what you need to know, you need to get a representation of that client you'll be working with. When you put the whole picture of where they're from, what background they have, what issues they deal with, what their pain points are, what they tried, what worked and what didn't work, what solutions you can provide through your services, what are your services. After that, we can say why this is all important. The main thing where I use my ideal client representation is when I create my courses, videos, writing ads for my services, putting a website. So the same will apply to you and to your business. So whether you want to create your own new website, or write a blog post, or make a video, or perhaps you register on a new website for therapists or coaches and you have to put a bio, or you're actually writing an email that you will send out to your prospective clients, every time you will have to think about your ideal client. You can look at the page with a description of your ideal client and their representation or photograph or a picture that you put there, and you will find that you will see what actually they want to hear from you and how better to address them and what words you can use. And you kind of can even ask your avatar what it is you would like to hear from me today. And you will feel it that this is the way to write your email or ad or newsletter or blog. You will understand better what I actually want. Even if that avatar will be a representation of you in the past, it doesn't matter. If you were there are hundreds or even thousands of people in the same boat where you were years ago. It doesn't matter if you're talking to your past self. It doesn't matter if you're talking to your ideal self, but you still have some kind of challenges related to your services, to what you provide, to the help you provide. By doing this exercise, by having a clear picture of who you're working with, by having a clear representation of your ideal client, it gives you much clearer perspective of who you're working with. You understand them better, and that understanding creates a better connection with your client. And every successful business, especially these days, is based on being you, authentic and transparent in your business. And it will help you to create a really good connection with your audience. This is what you want, and this is one of the most important factors in any today's business, in any modern business. Well, let me know how you get on with this exercise and who you found as your ideal client, and if you had any challenges or any questions when you were doing that. I would love to hear about your process of creating and writing about your ideal client. Please let me know in your comments below. I hope you found this video useful and interesting as always, and I will see you in my next video.